What's up everyone, Morgan here, and today we're coming at you with a video feeding our collection of tarantulas, scorpions, and true spiders. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Hey everyone, so I just wanted to say that this video was actually filmed about 5 months ago, and since then the collection has grown like a ton. Like, we've gotten a lot more species, a lot more tarantulas, and a lot more Poecilotheria. So keep an eye out on the next video, which is up to date and is introducing and rehousing all of our collection. Alright, up first, let's feed our Poecilotheria rufulata. This is the red slate ornamental, chilling in this medium switch tarantula's crib closure. And if you can notice, our tarantula's chilling right there above that pumpkin. We're going to carefully offer this cricket to our red slate ornamental. You guys are very, very food motivated, as you can see. Boom! Nailed that one. Good job. So obviously our Poecilotheria rufulata met business on that one. Alright guys, let's continue on with the rest of our pokies. We got a handful of them, so let's see what's in store for us. Up next, we're going to go ahead and feed our Poecilotheria metallica. I think she's in her tunnels inside the cork bark, so I don't think we're going to get an image of her, but either way we're going to throw a few in there for her. Our large P metallica is not coming out. She's probably in her burrow hanging out. So let's go ahead and, sticking with the topic of P metallicas, let's feed our 3 little slings we got in. This little sling is hanging out in the back corner there. So we're just going to toss a couple crickets in. Alright, so sling number 2 of our P metallicas is fed. Now we have sling number 3 to do of our P metallicas. That'll be all 4 of the P metallicas fed. Alright, so she's got a few in there with her. Poecilotheria rufulata going hard over there on the crickets. Alright, continuing on with Poecilotheria. We have our one and only Indian ornamental, P regalis. Decent sized little sling. We're going to go ahead and throw a few crickets in there. Our spider notices. Oh! Just taking the prey item down into her burrow there. Now we're going to do our 2 new formosas we got in, the Salem ornamentals, and we're going to see if they'll eat for us. Let's go ahead and get into that now. I'm going to drop it in from the top for her. This tarantula. Boom. Is on that. So this is Poecilotheria formosa number 2. And we're going to go ahead and throw a few crickets in for her. Alright, so Poecilotheria species are fed, and now we are moving on to all of our baboon species that we currently have, and we're going to feed them now. We're going to go ahead and start with our Socotra Island Blue Baboon. She's burrowed right down into here, as you can see. So let's go ahead and get her some crickets. Good job. All right, guys, so she's got her few crickets. We're gonna let her eat. All right, our Socotra Island blue baboon ate no problem. Now we're gonna go ahead and feed our golden blue leg baboon here. I love this species of baboon, guys. They are my favorite. Golden blue leg baboon fed. All right, continuing on with the baboon species. This is one of my OBTs, orange baboon tarantulas. This is the Usumbra locality. So let's go ahead and see if it's willing to take a couple crickets for us. There's our little tarantula happy dance. All right, very cool, guys. Got our OBT fed. Let's go ahead and feed our new OBT we just got in, a little sling. Currently burrowed way down there, so we're just gonna drop some crickets in for it. Now let's go ahead and feed our rear horn baboon. He's chilling right in that tunnel, guys. All right, so fossorial species probably not going to come out and eat for us, but that's all right. We got our rear horn baboon fed. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and feed our last old world species of tarantula we have. This is the cobalt blue. And if you can see, it's got a giant tunnel hole there, and it's chilling down at the bottom of its enclosure. So we're not going to probably be able to see this one feed. I never really get to see this one feed. It's probably got a bunch of molts down there with it because it's never out. But we're going to drop some crickets in there for it. All right, so all of our old world species of tarantulas are fed. We got the Poecilotheria, the baboons, and our cobalt blue. So now we're gonna go ahead and feed all of our new world species, which we have a handful of. And then we'll get into our true spiders and our scorpions. All right, moving on to our new worlds, we're gonna go ahead and start with this green bottle blue because she's just been patiently sitting there at the front of her cage, watching everyone get fed and waiting on me to feed her. All right, up next, we're gonna go ahead and feed our pumpkin patch who molted there, and we'll see if it wants to eat for us. You guys can see a beautiful, beautiful pumpkin patch. Yeah, she's not in the mood to eat, guys. She probably had too recent of a molt. I wasn't sure. She looks absolutely beautiful, though. So we'll end up removing those crickets if she doesn't eat them here in just a few. By the time we're done feeding everyone, we'll pull those out. We're gonna go ahead and feed our Brazilian white knee here. This is another very cool species. I've had this little one since it was a teeny little sling. Our beautiful Brazilian white knee. Okay, next, let's go ahead and feed our little Mexican red rump. This is a super cool little tarantula I've had for a while, one of the first I got. And he's a little bit small because when I first got him, he burrowed way, way down to the bottom of just not even a whole lot of substrate, but he burrowed way down and he never ate, ever. He never ate, so I ended up eventually noticing that and dug him out, and he was practically white at the bottom of the enclosure. And since I dug him out, put him on a shot, a little bit of substrate, he's been eating like a champ. He's got all his color back, and he's looking like a little Mexican red rump finally. So let's go ahead and get him fed. Awesome. Kicking hairs, you little jerk. Our little Venezuelan sun tiger is out, hanging out and about there. The front of her enclosure, and she is definitely hungry. So I guess let's go ahead and feed her next, since she's making it very clear she wants to be fed. You can see that little Venezuelan sun tiger booty. She's just munching down on that cricket. So let's throw her a couple more in there. Let's go ahead and feed our Costa Rican zebra knee here. There you go. Here we have our Chaco golden knee. So let's go ahead and see if this tarantula is going to eat for us. Guys, she just like devoured a bunch of crickets all at once. She's got like a pile of them under her. All right, up next we have our curly hair. Let's see if she wants to eat some crickets. Clearly she does. You gonna come out first, Miss Curly? Hi. All right, awesome guys. So she ate. She's got some crickets in there with her to be able to snack on afterward. All right, everyone, that is all of our tarantulas fed. Now we're going to go ahead and move on for a couple of true spiders, our 2 western black widows, and then we have 4 scorpions to feed, including 2 death stalkers. So let's jump into this. Let's go ahead and feed our black widows. Alright, that's 1 cricket and 1 black widow's cage. Let's go ahead and do the next. Black widow number 2. So let's go ahead and feed this spider. Alright, so she's got her cricket in there. And we will see how she does. Alright, that was both of our western black widows fed, so now let's go ahead and feed some scorpions. Our pallid desert hairy scorpion. You can see that green tail sticking out in the back there. This is a subspecies of the desert hairy scorpion, giant desert hairy scorpion out in Arizona. Here we have our little Israeli pillar tail. You can see there the scorpion is that black spot right there. Let's go ahead and offer our little pillar tail a cricket. No, don't go hide. Alright, we have a little Heberti death stalker scorpion here. You guys have a very hot venom. I don't think it's going to come out either, but we're going to throw in a couple of tiny crickets in there. Alright, last up on the feedings, we have our last death stalker. This is Leiurus quinquestriatus. This is the most common death stalker locale that you would think of when you hear the title death stalker. As you can see, we have a decent sized little specimen chilling over there in the corner. So let's see how this goes. Alright, here we go guys. Leiurus quinquestriatus, our death stalker. Ooh. Alright everyone, thank you so much for tuning into the video, hanging out with me while I feed all my arachnids. I appreciate it so much. Guys, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, the like button, drop a comment, share the video, and I will catch you on the next one.